Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're looking at the quiet but powerful details from Princess Catherine's recent appearances, moments that have sparked admiration, reflection, and renewed hope about both her role within the monarchy and the warmth she continues to bring to public life. Sometimes the most meaningful royal stories are not found in grand speeches or dramatic announcements, but in gestures, expressions, and the subtle signals that reveal character. And in recent days, Catherine has offered many of those moments. One of the most striking came as the Princess of Wales laid a wreath on behalf of her father-in-law, King Charles, during a solemn and deeply symbolic service. Though she attended without other senior royals by her side during that particular moment, her presence felt anything but solitary. It carried the quiet weight of duty, grace, and continuity. After laying the wreath, Catherine made her way to Westminster Abbey to attend the service of commemoration and thanksgiving, moving through the occasion with the poise and calm that have increasingly defined her public role. There was something especially touching in the symbolism of her representing the king, an act that seemed to speak not only of trust, but of the growing importance of her place at the heart of the monarchy.
Her appearance also drew attention for all the right reasons. Catherine chose a new Sarah Burton for Alexander McQueen navy double-breasted coat dress, elegant yet commanding, with crisp white and navy lapels and structured shoulders that gave the ensemble strength as well as sophistication. Paired with a matching Jane Taylor London headpiece and beautifully coordinated heels, it was a look that balanced modernity with tradition. And yet, beyond fashion, the choice seemed to carry meaning. Navy has become something of a signature for Catherine in important public moments, a color associated with dignity, stability, and calm. It felt fitting for a princess increasingly seen as a symbol of reassurance during uncertain times. Because for all the ceremony, there is a broader truth surrounding the monarchy today. It faces enormous challenges. Institutions survive not only through history, but through their ability to connect emotionally with people in the present. And in many ways, figures like Catherine have become essential to that connection. There is a sense the monarchy is navigating a fragile road, trying to project steadiness while facing modern pressures and internal strains. But what Catherine often brings is something softer yet powerful: credibility through service, warmth through consistency, and elegance that never feels detached. At moments when the institution can appear to be merely enduring, she helps it feel alive. Another deeply moving example of this came in the sweet moments shared between Catherine and King Charles, moments that royal watchers have noticed reveal genuine affection beneath royal protocol. Catherine is often seen following long-established traditions, including curtsying to senior royals like the King and Queen Camilla. For some, these gestures may appear ceremonial, but they also carry a grace rooted in respect, and Catherine performs them with a natural ease that makes them feel heartfelt rather than formal. At the Easter Sunday service earlier this month, a brief but memorable moment captured attention as Catherine offered a graceful curtsy as King Charles approached St. George's Chapel. Standing beside Prince William and their children, she waited with calm composure before dipping into a respectful curtsy while Prince Edward bowed. It lasted only seconds, but it said much. There was warmth in the exchange and an ease that hinted at the close bond between monarch and daughter-in-law. Even sweeter was the affectionate moment when King Charles paused to tap Princess Charlotte gently on the shoulder before leading the family inside. Small gestures like these often reveal more than official statements ever could. And these are not isolated moments. During the Nigerian state visit in March, Catherine once again charmed royal observers when she greeted the king with a flawless curtsy, followed by a cheerful, almost familial, "Morning." It was such a simple interaction, but it reflected something deeply appealing about her public persona. She can honor tradition while still bringing humanity to it. Likewise, during the German state visit last December, her elegant double curtsy to both the king and queen reminded many why she is so often praised for understanding both the symbolism and spirit of monarchy. But perhaps even more revealing than protocol has been Catherine's demeanor in her recent engagements, the kindness that continues to shine through in personal encounters. After the recent service, Catherine met children who had presented wreaths to high commissioners. For them, meeting a princess might have felt intimidating, but by all accounts, she immediately put them at ease. Parents described the children as thrilled and spoke warmly of how friendly and lovely she was. It is a familiar pattern with Catherine. She often brings a gentle attentiveness that makes people feel seen. That quality was especially moving earlier this week when she embraced George Cross hero Tony Gledhill at a royal gathering honoring Queen Elizabeth II. The encounter became one of those moments that quietly transcend headlines. Tony, emotional as he shared that his wife had recently passed away, told Catherine that attending had been his late wife's dying wish. Her response was not distant royal sympathy, but deeply personal compassion. She held his arms. She embraced him. She urged him to keep in touch. "We'll keep in touch. Please do," she told him. There was something profoundly human in that exchange. Tony later said simply, "She was fantastic." And perhaps that says everything. Because beyond the titles, the ceremonies, and the carefully choreographed appearances, what continues to resonate about Catherine is not just her elegance or discipline, but her instinctive kindness. Whether laying a wreath for the king, sharing a warm curtsy and smile with her father-in-law, delighting children after a memorial service, or comforting a grieving hero, she reveals the same qualities again and again: grace, empathy, steadiness. And maybe that is why these recent appearances have struck such a chord. At a time when the monarchy often feels scrutinized and uncertain, Catherine offers something deeply reassuring. She doesn't simply represent continuity, she gives it warmth. These moments may seem small on their own: a curtsy, a smile, a hug, a wreath laid in silence. But together, they tell a larger story of a future queen whose greatest strength may lie not in grandeur, but in humanity. And perhaps that is exactly what the monarchy and the public need most right now. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this look at Princess Catherine's most touching recent moments, be sure to like, subscribe, and join us again for more royal stories filled with grace, history, and heart.